Hey, what's up everybody? Brian here with the Holy Roller playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. I have some big money here, $3,000. Why? Because we're gonna do the light in the darkness with a ladder. Never done it before, let's try it. Here we go.
Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps, earning free cruises, and a whole lot more. Thanks for watching. Now let's get rolling.
All right, I did say that I never done this before, but I just got through with a member only live where I rolled it out for over an hour to see if this system will work. I'm gonna show you, hopefully, let's see if it works again.
Hey everyone, Amber here. We are doing a surprise for Brian's 50th birthday. Go to holyroller.com, watch the video there, and then there's a link below that it's gonna explain everything. The goal is we wanna surprise him. Go check out the video, holyroller.com.
All right, if you're unfamiliar with the light in the darkness, it's pretty much at the base level, it is $100 on the don't pass. And then, no matter what the point is, you would do $110 on the inside, okay? Now let's say the point is 10, it doesn't really matter whatever the point is, okay? This is the traditional way to do it. Whatever the point would be, your first hit you would put on the point, okay? So let's say $35 hit, you get paid $35, you would put 35 on the 10. If the 10 rolls again and you lose this, you get paid, $35.70 plus your 35, so you'd actually win more than 100 to cover. Now on this one, we're actually going to do what we call laddering. So laddering is if we lose the don't. Anytime we lose the don't, whether it's on a come out or whether the point hits, even if we did hit it and we broke even, anytime we lose the don't, we're gonna add an extra $100 to the don't. And if there's 200 here, and say the point is 9, the first two hits, because there's 200, would go on the 9, okay? And again, if there's 300, the first 3 hits would go on the point. If there's 400, the first 4 hits would go on the point, but we're hoping that it wouldn't last that long and we'd win 400 and only lose 110 out here, or whatever we pressed. But if we win this bet and we're at 400, then we'd ladder back down to 300, and then we win it again, we'd ladder back down. So that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna ladder up and ladder down as we win or lose. Are you ready to roll this out? Here we go. Have you got your dice tracker yet? Make sure to get one of these. Go to holyroller.com or check the link in the description. This is able to track not only your bankroll, but your points towards a free cruise, among other things. So make sure to grab one of these. Now let's get back to it. All right, we're starting with a don't pass bet, and it doesn't matter if we're the roller shooter or not, we're still going to play from the DP, or the don't pass. All right, here we go, coming out. This is all about the come out game. No 7, no 11, because 7 and 11 lose right here. 2, 3 win, and 12 is a push. Let's see what happens. And it is a 7, okay? That's good because you could see how the ladder works right away, because now we're gonna go to 200 on the don't. Here we go, let's see what happens. And it's a 10. All right, so now we're out on the 10 and we're gonna go 110 inside. So you always go 110 inside on every single time, no matter the point. But because we have 200 here, our first 2 hits are gonna go on the 10. Let's see what happens. And it's a 4, no, and it's a 6, okay? So it's a 6 and that is $35, okay? Now we are going to go up on $35, which means we do have to pay the VIG up front, which is called the vigorish or the commission. That's going to cost $1, so we get our change here. This goes there, and it's a buy bet, okay? So now, that was a 6, but we have 200, so the next hit would also go there. Let's see what happens. And it's a 10. Okay, well, it happened this way, so let's throw in, they're going to say, give me $1. Then they're going to pay us $70, okay? We're going to lose this 200. They're going to pay us 70. Now watch what happens here. We get paid and we take this down. Once we take that down, they'd probably give us our $1 back, but here we go. Let's see how much there was. There was, looks like $105, so we lost $95. Technically, we lost $95, but we're going to be doing a ladder here. So we were at the $200 level, and now we're going to $300 level right here. Now you might say, whoa, that's scary. There is a $500 max on a Royal Caribbean ship, but it's the same shooter. Let's see what happens here. and it is a 4. So now we're out on the 4, and because we have 300, we're gonna have to put 3 hits on the 4 when that time happens. Let's see if we can get some hits here. Here we go, and it's a 6. All right, so same thing we did before on the 10, and we're gonna take 35, and it'll be 35, but because we have 300, we need to put 3 hits. This is only 1 hit that we put on there. Okay, let's see if we can get some more hits there. There's a hard 10, a little bit off the camera, but there's a hard 10. And here we go with a yo 11, and here we go with a 5. Okay, so 5 is another $35. We're gonna go ahead. Let's throw in an extra $3 plus another 5, and watch. I'll show you why. Is because on the second hit, we're gonna just make sure our 4 looks like $75. So we'll have a $75 4 after our second hit, okay? So I hope that makes sense. So we go from 35 to 75, and now we need 300. We wanna put one more hit, or we want that to, one more hit of these we'll put on there, okay? So here we go, let's see what happens. And it's a 9, all right? So we got it. That is one more hit, and it is 35, but because we threw in, and let me get some change because I have to throw in another vigorish. We're gonna go up to 100, okay? So we throw in an extra $1. So now we have 100 there, it pays 200. Now remember, we didn't start with any of this money, by the way. And that goes there, and we're gonna bring this back. Now we didn't start with any money there, we just started with this money, right? So this right here, if the bad number comes, we're gonna win 300, right? But if the 4 comes, we're gonna lose this 300, but we're only gonna win 200, but here's 100. So that's a total of 300. So that is the traditional way to play the light in the darkness, but we're laddering. That's the difference of this rollout that we're doing today. Okay, so 9, now what we can do is we could just collect. So we wanna collect the next one. Let's see if we can actually get another roll. Nope, I had a feeling. And when I have that feeling, no, I'm just playing. All right, so that means we lose all of this, right? So what did we have out there? We had, even with all the money that we pressed, there is 100 there. There's 100 here, right? And 10, but look, what do we get paid? We actually get paid $300. So we won some money there. It didn't seem like we did, but we did. You might say, no, you lost money because the come outs. But because we won 300, we go back down to 200 and we put this back in our rack. And you might say, where are you at with your bankroll? We're actually up $18, $19. So we've made $19. From what you've been watching, we made $19, all right? So you might say, whoa, that's a lot of money just to make $19. Well, remember, it's all about playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise, average bet, time at the table. So I don't mind, as long as I'm making money. I'll make $1 at a time if I have to. Here we go, coming out, and it's a 6. So now we're out on the 6. We have 200, so we're gonna go 110 inside, and because we're at 200, the 2 hits need to go on the 6, and we'll get a hard way as we're going. Let me show you how it works. There's an 8, so the 8 rolls, that's $35. We're gonna press the 6, make it look like 60, right? And that extra $5 we're gonna put on the hard 6, okay? So that's 1 hit. One more hit, let's see if we can get it. And it's an 8 back to back on the 8. You might have said, you should have pressed the 8. All right, now we're gonna make the 6 look like 90, and we're gonna make the hard 6 look like 10. Now we're in a place where all we have to do is collect. And so remember, the reason why we're doing this is because this is all break even. So we're breaking even no matter what. Let's see if we can start collecting. Another 8, you say, and you said, whoa, if you would have pressed that. All right, let's just collect this time. We're gonna collect 35. And it's a 4, hard 4, and it's another 4, easy 4, and it's a 3, craps 3, and it's a 6, hard 6. This is the best case scenario, actually, because yes, we do lose 200, but what do we win? Right here, 90 pays 105, right? And if we tell them and down, this pays $90 or 100 and down, okay? Now you might say, wait a minute, well you had, what did I have here, 200? Well, there's the 200, but look, we also have the money that we pressed here as well. So that's how we're making some money, see? If it's okay sometimes if the bad number comes or if the point comes, as long as you're doing it this way. Okay, so we're gonna take this, put it in our rack, because we did collect 35 along the way. I don't know if you remember that, but we did collect along the way. All right, so let's kind of reset our rack a little bit, and there we go. So technically, yeah, this is all, but we did win, so we're going back down, okay? We're going back down. We went at the 200 level, now we're going to the 100 level. Okay, so there we go with that. Same hot shooter, right? And was that the 100 level? Yeah. I mean, 200 level? Yeah, so we're now at the 100 level. All right, there's a 10, hard 10. The first hit will go on the point, just like you've seen before. All right, here we go. And it's a 5. So we're gonna throw in $1 and say, make my 10 look like 35. We're just gonna pay that up front. All right, that vigorous, or the VIG, the commission to buy the bet. And there's a hard 6. That's the second time we saw the hard 6. And because it's 100 and all we need is 1, we're just going to collect this $35. Now you might say, Brian, tell me about the buy. What's the difference between the buy bet and the regular place bet? You'll notice like a 4 would be like this, but a buy, they put it up a little bit higher and they put a buy button on it. Every 5 pays $9, so 9 to 5 or 5 to 9, right? That's how it pays. But then it pays 2 to 1 once you buy it, but you do have to pay that commission. So it pays better when you buy it, and usually it's anything above $15. Like once you go to 20, then you buy the bet. All right, here we go. I hope that makes sense. There is a 2, craps 2, and there's a 12, the other side of the 2. Wow. And here is a 5, and so we are ready to collect again. Now you might say, Brian, how many times are you going to collect? I like to collect until I get my original bankroll back. Then I start pressing. But because we got our first hit, or second hit, we got our first hit there, we got the second hit collect, third hit collect, I think maybe we'll press this time. Let's see what happens. There's a yo 11, and here we go with the 7 out. All right, broke even as far as little $10 down here and this money here. That's 100 left. That actually is, we lose it, but we get paid 100 here. So I'm gonna just put that there. But remember, we collected a couple times. We collected at least $70, right? So that means we're up in our bankroll, by the way. Let me show you by how much. So we are up, just in the time you've been watching this, we're up $153. $153 up, playing the Light in the Darkness with the ladder, by the way. All right, so we did win, so that means we just stay at the $100 level. And you might say, what about hedging the come out? Well, this way you kind of, let's see if we can get a 7 or 11 just to show you. Oh, there's an 8. But if we lose this, we just ladder. Every time we lose this, we ladder up. Every time we win it, we ladder down. But the 100 is the base level. We are playing for a little bit extra because this is 100 and we're going 110 inside. So if an 8 comes right now, we'd lose like $65, but no big deal. There's a 7. So we lose $10 in that scenario because this 10 that we went, and then of course the 100 that we lose, but we get paid 100. Okay. Now we did win, so we would stay at the $100 level. And somebody else would be rolling. Somebody else would be shooting. If we're ever rolling, we would roll from the don't as well. I don't know if I said that already, but there's an 8. So we're out on the 8. And we go 110 inside again. All right, here we go. 110. And we roll. Let's roll. And it's a 7 out. Another $10 down. So we don't ladder on the inside, or on the, when the 7 comes, we win this bet. So each time, if we were laddered up, we would have laddered down. We just haven't got to the point where we ladder up right now a lot. So Now to pass it to the next shooter, and it's time for another shooter, and this is an 8. Back out on the 8, and let's see if we can actually get a roll this time, right? Now, because we have $100 here, the first hit we put on the 8. One hit on the 8, there's a 6, and so we're gonna get paid 35. We're gonna go hard 8 for 5, and then make the 8 look like 60, and that pays $70. All right, here we go. And it's a 7 out. So again, we lose this money. We had to get, all we had to do was get one hit to collect, but we didn't. We didn't, and we did win 100 there. All right, let's see what happens if we can get to the place where we actually have to ladder more, okay? Because we're still up in our bankroll overall. But I just want to show you this ladder. Oh, okay, there's a 5. Let's see if we can get the 5, you know? You might say, whoa, you don't want a 5, you want a no 5. Well, what I'm saying is I want to show you how the ladder works. So it's either on the come out or when the point hits. There we go, we got it, okay. So this pays 35, right? And you might say, oh yeah, first hit goes on the 5, but we won the point, we lose this, right? So we're just gonna collect this, right? So $65, we lost $65, but because we lost, we're laddering to 200 now, okay? Same shooter, here we go. 7 or 11, okay, there's a hard 4. If we would have lost that right there on the 7-11, we would have went to 300, you know, but now we're at the 200 level, and we have the 4. There's 200, meaning the first 2 hits would go on the 4. All right, let's see what happens. There's a 9, $35. We throw in 1, and then they make that look like 35. And it pays 70. All right, here we go. And there is the 7. All right, so again, remember we had 110 to start with, and we had 200 here. So we lose all of this, right? And let me show you what we had out here. 145, but look, we get paid 200. Once we get paid 200, then we go back down to 100 because we won this bet. When we lose this bet, we go up. When we win it, we go down. So there, now we're back to there. And you might say, where are you at now, Brian? Now we're up $145, okay? We're up $145. So we're making money little by little this way. But I kind of want to show you and get your feedback and see what you think about this system. There is a 5. This system with the laddering, I should say. All right, so 110 inside. And again, we're at $100 level, which means one hit goes on the point. Here we go. And it's an 8. So the 8 pays $35. We're just gonna make it look like 50 and bring $10 back to our rack. That $10 we're kind of accounting for, okay? So here we go. And there's a 4. And this pays 70. 70 plus 25, we're pretty close to that 100, you know. But being that we had 100 here, and that was the 6, by the way, and now look, all we have to do is collect this, and we are definitely going to win money no matter what. I'm really excited about it. And then the 7 comes. Oh man, win money no matter what. Well, barely winning no matter what, but we did win because we did collect money. So there goes the 100 back. Remember, we got the 10 we brought back, and then we did bring back another 35. So we are up even more money now than we were last time. And how much did we win? Well, we are up overall from when we started, 150, 175, 82, $182. As you can see, we're winning slow, but we also, with this system, will lose slow unless we have a string of come-outs that are really bad. All right, let's see if we can get it, and then we'll be done with the video. One last time, let's see what happens here. All right, so it's a 6, and so the point is 6. We go 110 inside, so there's 110, and now that it's 110, then we just roll it. One hit goes on. Here we go. Let's see what happens. And it's a 6. Okay, so we did lose. Okay, we did lose, and we get paid 35. We just put that in our rack, and then we're going to 200. Okay, same roller, same shooter, and it's a 4 this time. Now now we have 200 here. We need to do 2 hits on the 4. Let's see what happens. And it's a 3, craps 3, and it's a 6. So that's 35. We're gonna throw in 1, and then the 4 looks like 35 from our payout, okay? There we go, just like that, and here we go. And it's a 5, so we have 200, so 2 hits. We're gonna throw in a little bit extra, okay? We need to throw in $8, I believe, and then we're gonna take, this will look like, with the payout and everything, this will look like $75, okay? And it pays $150 plus the 50 or the 75 that we put there, but 150 plus, like say this 50, pays that 200. So 2 hits go on the 4 or the point, and now we don't have to do any more hits on the point. We could just collect. Let's see if we can get some collections. How about a 9? Yes, I'll do 35 straight into the rack with that payout. All right, here we go. And it is a 7 out. Well, at least we brought back a little bit. So even with all the money that we have out here, it's not even $200, by the way. If we added another, $15, that would be 200. And that's actually 200 is what we had right here. We would get paid that 200. And then, of course, as the system goes, we would go back down to 100. But let me show you how much we won so far just with this system that we did today. Just in the rolls that you saw, we are up 200, okay? 200, and let's see, there's $33, $233 just in that short time. Light in the darkness with the ladder. I hope I made sense on how to play it. You might have to go back to the beginning, but every time you lose, you go up 100. Every time you win, you go back down 100. And we stayed at base most of the time. We didn't get to the 500. 500 is the max, but that's where it is, and that's where it's at, and that's what we did. And I hope to see you soon, cruising and rolling on a craps table. And watch this video and subscribe if you would, and I will see you soon. Like I said, bye.